Hello everyone, how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful night or day depending when I post. I try to post at least one video a day, usually late at night. But we're talking about Nadia. So Nadia is both a notorious and infamous Call of Duty content creator. She shifted to real life content after her Call of Duty career kind of took a dip, and then she started posting bikini photos, which, I don't really care. Do whatever you can in order to stay relevant and make that money. It is what it is. But then she started hurling accusations at Activision Blizzard, as you can see here, believing that she's blacklisted from Call of Duty Events because of her photos. Now, this isn't anything new. She actually made the same claim during the pre-release of Modern Warfare 3, where she wasn't invited to the event. And a lot of people pointed out was because you weren't really playing Call of Duty anymore. You were doing these hot tub streams and in real life streams. So a lot of people were like saying you weren't even playing Call of Duty. And then she started hurling accusations about double standards. You can see here, content creators, where she now deleted this tweet, showcasing their bare butt with a Raven Software tattoo. Now, this is all about context. Like in this situation, I believe this is Tifu, where he just did it for comedy. This was purely satirical, that's why they did this. As opposed to her photos, which are deliberate. She does this in order to attract certain audiences who want to see her in that content. They want to see a pretty girl in that type of outfit. You're trying to attract those people because there's big money in that. And that's why you're doing it. I doubt that's why Call of Duty didn't invite you, because again, it was because you weren't really playing Call of Duty during that time. But it's all about context. Let's not mince words. Like, you were posting it to attract a certain audience for adult-rated content, where in this situation, it was completely just for satirical purposes and for the lulz. That's what it is. Now, she has come back to doing Call of Duty content, and, I guess she finds success in this, but regardless, she also, again, is not really popular within the community, because there was a notorious example last year where she essentially, well, technically 2 years ago now that we're in 2024, where she doxed a community member. Basically, this guy sent a troll donation through PayPal, and if you send a donation through PayPal, they get your information, and she decided to read that information online, which is a big no-no on Twitch, and she got temporarily banned for that. So you can see the type of person we kind of dealing with, someone who is really hurling accusations without any type of solid evidence. But let's read the article. So Nadia claims she's blacklisted from Call of Duty events because of photos. Nadia, one of the most inflammatory and controversial figures in the Call of Duty content creation scene, has launched a damning claim against Activision Blizzard. On Twitter, the scandalous streamer said that she'd been completely blacklisted from playing Call of Duty tournaments, suggesting that it's because she posts bikini photos online, and then accused Activision Blizzard of bearing double standards and allowing mere competitors to play despite posting their bare butt on social media, which is basically the same claim she made here, which again, there was a simple answer for that. She wasn't playing Call of Duty. That's why they didn't invite her. But here, this is even more damning. Now, let's go here. Nadia rose to fame through the summer of 2022, but it was off the back of negative press. Yeah, like I said, she has been accused of cheating within the Call of Duty space, and there are a lot of evidence showcasing this, and I'm venomously against that. It hasn't been outright proven, but she was banned off Warzone, and a lot of people took it as confirmation that she was cheating, but there's a lot of, weird things that happen whenever she plays, and honestly, the evidence is mounting. She found herself at the core of several cheating allegations, with many users in the Call of Duty community going to great lengths to out Nadia as a malicious operator, making use of cheats to secure wins in Call of Duty Warzone, which was the main game that she streamed. I know there are people out there who saying, so she cheats at a video game, what's the big deal? I would say that if this is true, she's stealing a spot from a legitimate player, someone who's actually working hard to get better at the game, learn the mechanics, and trying to secure their spot, because being good at Call of Duty is not easy. There is a massive audience, and again, Call of Duty Warzone does have a huge cheating issue. There are a lot of people who do cheat in the game, so you're also dealing with that stuff. And Ricochet, while it tries its best to combat this situation, there are people who are willing to pay thousands of dollars for individualized cheats, things that are specialized that Ricochet simply can't catch from like very seasoned programmers. There are a lot of really good programmers who make these individualized cheats that are very hard to detect. For cheating programs, they tend to detect things that are used widespread within a game. So when you have something that's individualized, it's a lot harder to detect. Within just a few months, Nadia went from having a few thousand followers to sitting at 1.1 million followers on Twitch, securing a strong average viewer count, but many came to see for themselves whether Nadia was cheating. There's also controversy about this, stating that she actually buys her followers, which is against Twitch's terms of service and YouTube's terms of service. You can actually be permanently banned for that, so that's another can of worms. Over time, Nadia's growth has started to plateau as the Call of Duty scene becomes less viewed overall, but also as her controversy dies off and people move on to new topics. I actually disagree with this. I think the Call of Duty scene is still as strong as ever. I think it peaks whenever the new game releases or when there's a new update, like with any other game. Like, look at Fortnite. Fortnite was collapsing, then a new update came up with the no build situation, and then it rose back into popularity. I would say it's all about, like, you know, the graph, up, down, up, down. Call of Duty is in a very good place where it's still relevant and always does well. It just peaks and drops at very certain points within its viewership and its gameplay. When there's a new update, it'll peak. When the update kind of dies down and people want new content, it'll drop. For a while, Nadia tries to inject fresh ideas into her growth by launching a profile on the subscription service designated for true fans, and here's where she suspects her blacklisting from Call of Duty tournaments has come from. Yeah, not the thousands of allegations of cheating and toxic behavior, but by posting bikini pictures online. Again, this is just so obtusely ridiculous. It makes no sense. Like, so you're posting bikini pictures, and you're even, like, separating that into a premium service. I don't think they give a damn. If they had a problem with that, they would have a problem with every girl who posts bikini photos. Like, have you ever seen Instagram? Like, look at that. And you can see here, this is the tweet thread, and this is always a good sign when you say that only people that the account follows or mentions can reply to this. And yeah, it's basically a lot of yes men, which is not great, but you can click this little button here on X or Twitter. I like calling it Twitter. And you can see here that she's basically silencing a lot of the people who are going against her. So she's allowing people who basically are yes men. She's allowing them to talk, but basically silencing anyone who disagrees with her. So not a great sign. It's not yet known if there's any real substance to this claim, but Nadia was snubbed during the Modern Warfare 3 launch window, like I stated, but she wasn't really playing Call of Duty, and wasn't invited to play a game alongside other creators, but she was in 2022 before she started posting her online content online. Yeah, exactly. So, but that makes the second time she has accused Activision Blizzard of excluding her because of her bikini pictures. So, why do you think that they're doing this? Look, no company owes you anything. They don't need to do anything for you. If a company wants to work with someone who has, I don't know, 2 subs and gets 1 viewer on their stream, they can. They can give them a full sponsorship and fly them out to a Modern Warfare 3 event, or the next one is rumored to be a sequel to Call of Duty Black Ops 2 called Call of Duty Gulf War. If they want to do that, they are free to do that. Just because you have a large following with 1 million subs on your Twitch channel doesn't mean they owe you anything. In fact, the way you're acting just highlights that they should go in the opposite direction. Why would they do that for someone who is blatantly calling them what is basically sexist statements? You're saying because you're a woman and you're making bikini pictures that somehow they're giving special treatment to the male creators who do the same thing, which they're not. It's just like, it just screams like entitlement and anger. And if I was a Call of Duty, if I was a manager for influencers at Call of Duty, why would I work with this toxic person? They're acting like a jackass, and they're basically making me and the company I work for look bad. If I invite this person and then suddenly they decide, oh, next time I don't give them what they want, they're going to go on a huge tirade and do stuff like that and start accusing me of like low-key sexist agendas, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm not going to work with this person. Forget this. Like, go away. Like, they've done that with, look what they did with Nick Merckx, Tim the Tap Man, Dr. Disrespect, yeah, they don't need to do crap. Just because you're a big following, they don't have to do anything for you. That's what I would see this. You just showcase yourself as a very problematic figure that will be more problems than they're worth. And as I stated, like, this was done out of satirical purposes. It wasn't meant to be like adult content for attracting that sort of audience. But even so, the way you act is just painting yourself in a very negative light, and it just highlights that they don't want to work with you if you're going to continue to act like this, and they don't have to. They have other content creators they can choose from. Like, Call of Duty is a I wouldn't say multi, but it's definitely a billion-dollar IP. They don't need to do anything. They could throw a dart at a board on YouTube or Twitch and find another content creator who's a lot easier to work with, who just plays their game, offers criticism, whether good or bad, and just plays the game and promotes their game. That's all they want. But when you do stuff like this, yeah, like, that's the big question you have to ask. Why would I want to work with you when you're being so difficult? But that's just my opinion. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Like, dislike. But I do like to hear other people's opinions. Like, tell me what you think about this entire situation from just like an overview. But yeah, that's it from me. See ya.